it's your favorite girl, Tyler Nicole Taylor, TNT, if you love me. Welcome back to yet another video. So today I wanted to just kind of have a chit chat with you guys and just really address consistency here on YouTube, especially when you have a micro following much like mine. Now I'm just going to say, mind you, that all of these things that I'm going to discuss are like, they pertain to me specifically. And I feel like there are some other content creators that have experienced the same things I have experienced, whether they're whether they have a micro following or a major following. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. Okay, so if you're here watching this video, 9 times out of 10, you've stumbled upon this video because you're probably considering starting a YouTube channel of your own, which is really cool. So congratulations on that. And you probably should do it. Now, if you've gone through a dozen or more videos like I did when I was getting ready to start, you will know that everybody preaches consistency is key to getting your following up, if that's something that is a goal of yours. And for me specifically, yes, having a larger following is somewhat of a goal of mine. I would like to create a community of people that I can bounce ideas off of, discuss things with, try new things, people that will, you know, kind of open my eyes to new things that I know nothing about. Just, you know, things like that. It's just a way of networking and being able to put yourself out there in a way that you get to control the content and the environment. So that's kind of a goal of mine, and that's the reason why it is a goal. With that being said, to address consistency specifically, being consistent is hard. It is very hard to do. One of the reasons why it's difficult to be consistent, it's basically the concern for the quality of your content. So a lot of times people feel like, I can't start until I have this type of equipment, or until I have a ring light, or until I have a Canon, or until I have a MacBook, or I can't do this until I have something that's going to make sure that's going to allow my content to look, you know, A1, crispy, and all of that. And truth be told, most of the major channels that you see that are like, they have millions of followers, when they started, they just started off, you know, recording off their phone or off their iPad or off their HP laptop that, you know, has a camera in it. And the quality of the video itself probably wasn't all that great, but what they were delivering, the content they were delivering, was still entertaining. So you really don't have to use that as a reason why you can't start, but it is a discouraging factor. So when you want to upgrade and when you start to rely on certain equipment, it can get kind of hard because there's a learning curve. We're trying to learn it, so then that kind of puts you back, and that kind of affects the consistency because now it's like you're trying to learn this whole new process. For me, what I ended up doing is I secured and purchased my very own MacBook. It was a 13-inch, yes, keyword is was, a 13-inch, and I got it from Apple, like from the app on my phone. So I went on my iPhone, went to the Apple Store app, I built my own 13-inch MacBook with the Touch Bar 2016. You know, I felt like I was doing something. It was over $2,000, and I'm like, ugh. And mind you, understand, again, I reiterate, I am a small channel. I have a micro following, so no, your girl is not getting any ad revenue for these videos. Okay, so this is money that I, you know, saved up from my actual day job, what I normally do. My point is, I began to really it re-energized my creativity once I got that MacBook, because now I have Final Cut Pro. Prior to me having my MacBook though, I was using my iPad and my iPhone and iMovie to edit all my videos. So all my videos up until maybe this very last, most recent one where you see my new intro and all of that, That one was done on my MacBook, but all the videos prior to that, they were all edited on iMovie from my phone or from my iPad, which is kind of difficult. And part of the reason why I got the MacBook in the first place was because I was running out of space on both of those other devices, on my iPhone and my iPad. I was running out of space, no memory whatsoever. I had to delete stuff, like, and you know it is a pain. If you're an iPhone user, you know it is a pain to delete things and still not have enough space to do what you need to do. Like, it's a pain in the butt. So that's why I thought the best solution was to go ahead and invest in a MacBook, not just for the Final Cut Pro aspect of it and being able to edit my content a lot easier, but also too, it's lightweight, and I'm already an iOS user, so I know how to use a lot of the software on there, so it still worked with my everyday life in terms of work life. So it still fit in every aspect of my life, so it made sense. It was a very smart purchase. Well, I left my MacBook on the plane when I was leaving Dallas was it last week? Oh crap, hold on, let me see. I have to see, because like, I gotta tell y'all what happened. Like, you gotta have all the details on this one, because it was heartbreaking. Oh my gosh, just a heartbreaking situation. So let me see, info. Okay, Tuesday, April 17th, okay? I was on flight 241, leaving Dallas Love Field, headed to DCA, because hello, that's where I'm from. Usually when I'm on the plane, I like to break my MacBook out and work on some things, a lot of work related stuff. So I'm building, you know, branding packages, and trying to craft emails so that I can send out to my clients and stuff like that. And sometimes even building pitch decks for whatever project I'm trying to pitch for. You know, that's the stuff I love to do when I'm on the plane, because it's just so much idle time, and it's like, I don't have anything else better to do, so I'm sitting here. I could do some work. I could maximize my effort. I even edit my videos on the plane sometimes. So basically, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is I got to a point where I got so excited about using that and really creating new, creating content that looked like so much better. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed all the things that I could do on Final Cut Pro via my MacBook, but now that's gone. So it's like, now what do you do? Well, I can't lay down and die, but as much as I wanted to a certain degree, I have to keep pushing on, right? So I just gotta go back to editing on my iPad and my iPhone until I save up my little bit of money and buy me another MacBook, because apparently if Southwest can't find it, somebody felt like they deserved my merchandise more than I did, so they decided to keep it. And it's messed up because I'm not a rich person, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta keep pushing. But that's just you know, an example of something that can easily set you back and can easily affect your consistency when you're using certain equipment and you either lose it or it gets stolen. That affects your momentum very easily, and it really affects your creativity as well, and it also hurts your heart to a certain degree. Like, ugh, my MacBook is gone, what am I gonna do? But I just gotta keep pushing. I gotta do what I've been doing before I had a MacBook. I was posting consistently when I first started, before I even had a MacBook. So the point is, I can still survive. There are ways to get around it. That was a long number one. Number two reason why it's difficult to stay consistent on YouTube is when you hit like a creative wall, if you will. You know, it's a roadblock. Like for writers, it's called writer's block. Well, as a content creator, you get to a point where you feel like you've been talking about the same thing over and over. You feel like you've addressed so many of these same things. And if you also share your life, sometimes you feel like, well, there's no new update in this area, so I really don't want to share this anymore. Like, it's the same thing. I've already posted this. Who is going to care about this? And that can be a really difficult thing to battle mentally and emotionally, because when you're doing this stuff and you're putting yourself out there and being vulnerable, the last thing you want to do is feel like you're forcing things and you're forcing content and you're forcing yourself to try to be creative, because it just doesn't feel authentic. You start to feel like a fraud. So that is like hard to get over. I mean, I could make a video, I guess, and if you guys are interested, I will. Just let me know in the comment section below. But I can make a video on some of the things that I do to try to get over those creative roadblocks, or try to work through those creative roadblocks, so that I can try to get back to my authentic self when creating. And this is going to be my last little reason. So this is what, 3? This is my third and final reason that I really want to address. And I think it's important. To me, for the third and final reason why it has been so difficult to be consistent on YouTube is YouTube itself, the company. They're constantly making changes and adjustments to the community and what is eligible for ad revenue and what isn't. And at one point they stripped everybody's ad revenue, and everybody had to go through all of their videos, and this is major channels included, had to go through all of their videos and resubmit them for review, which meant if you're a bigger channel and you have hundreds of videos that have been monetized and you've been getting revenue from, and now all of a sudden you're seeing how that's affecting your check, and that check affects your life in turn. So it's a chain reaction. And I know a lot of, well, I'm not gonna say I know them personally, but I look to a lot of YouTubers as inspiration sometimes, especially when I'm in a creative rut. And I saw a lot of them battling with YouTube about what videos should be monetized and what videos shouldn't. So when I saw that even they were going through that, it's like, okay, my small ass channel definitely is going to have problems. And I may only have, I think I have less than 100 videos on my channel. I don't even know how many videos I have. I might have like 40. I don't even know if I got 40 videos, y'all. I'm not really sure. But I'm saying all that to say, they had hundreds of videos that they had to go through, and individually we had to resubmit all our videos for review. And it's like, that's kind of a pain. It's like really a pain and a slap in the face. Like, you've been making money off of and I say YouTube, yes, been making money, not necessarily me, because like I said, I have a small following, and I think I only have one video that might be over 1,000 views. But in retrospect, I mean, not retrospect, but the point is, they've been making money off of people that create content and people that can get a lot of engagement, because they're selling this advertising space to all of these companies. And these companies want to put their ads on there because these videos, this particular channel gets so much engagement. So therefore, yeah, now it's like, okay, YouTube is like, okay, we got to cut these people in. Well, you cut these people in and then turn around and slap them in the face and say, because in light of one YouTuber, not gonna say no names, who did some racist content that made all of the advertisers wary about, well, how do we control who gets our ads and all of that? Well, we can't control what ads get put on our channel either. And sometimes these same companies that have a problem with somebody else's content have terrible commercials. So it's like, we can't control what commercials get put on our channel either. So how dare you come at me like I gotta prove to you that I'm not racist, but you as a company don't have to prove anything to me? I don't know. I just felt like that was just kind of a slap in the face, and it was kind of stupid. But then after that, y'all, they ain't stopped there. Then they progressed even more and made the rules even tighter. And I remember, really, I need them to stop. So they made the rules even tighter and decided, okay, now we're gonna take all of the potential for you to make any revenue off of your videos if you don't have at least 1,000 subscribers and at least I forgot, was it 5,000 hours of watch time or something like that? Whatever it is. All that does is discourage people, because and I hate when people say stuff like, well, you're only doing YouTube for the money. First of all, if somebody's only doing YouTube for the money, so what? You only go to work for the money? Like, what are we talking about? How is that a terrible thing? Like, I'm putting my life on camera and you guys are engaging on it, and advertisers want to get in front of your eyes. Why the heck shouldn't I get in a piece of that pie? Don't come for me where that's concerned, because I think when people say that, you're just being a hater. That's my opinion. I done lost my train of thought with that, because that got me fired up. I can't stand when people say that. But basically, my point is, if your goal is to reach a certain level of followers and engagement, and actually eventually want to start getting paid, that these new rules and all the rules that they keep, forcing on us, because they change it as they see fit, whenever they want, they just keep changing it, that will definitely discourage you, and that will in turn affect your consistency. And the reason why that is so terrible is because when it comes to YouTube and it comes to posting these videos, consistency really is key. And I can say that I definitely believe in that, because I saw the difference in my channel from when I was only posting like once a while and sporadically, versus when I got on the schedule and I was posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday. People were expecting videos. I was getting text messages from friends like, girl, it's 2:00 p.m. I ain't seen your video go up yet. What's up? Like, so that's true. It really is true. So if you're really considering starting a YouTube channel, yes, it's true what they say. Consistency is key. I wouldn't even have the 200 and something subscribers that I currently have right now if it wasn't for the fact that I was consistent a little more earlier on. Now I've fallen off because of various reasons. Life happens, life gets in the way. You get busy, you got work, you got family, you got, love life, which that's what my channel is about. But yeah, it's all kind of things that are everyday, normal things that affect consistency. But the three that I highlighted, I think are major ones sometimes that really, really, really makes it hard to even get back on that bicycle and keep going. So I'm saying all that to say, sorry that I've been so inconsistent as of late. It's just so many things been going on in my life, so many changes that's happening quickly, and it's hard to keep up. And I am terrible at picking up the camera and pressing record sometimes. So that's my problem. I gotta work around it. I gotta get better at this. And I am only human. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and thumbs up that thing, because it would really help a sister out. And also too, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section below. If you have any advice on how you get around some of your roadblocks and how you're able to stay consistent, or if you just want to talk about some of the things that affect your consistency in whatever it is you do, go ahead and drop that down below. Let's talk about it, because we can create this community where we get to inspire each other. I know that was so long. I get long-winded sometimes. Please forgive me. Anyway, if you want to check out some of my videos, like I mentioned before, my channel is about relationships and love. So go ahead and take a look and a quick little peep at all of my videos on my channel. And if they make you laugh and you end up thinking, hey, I like this girl, go ahead and subscribe. That would be awesome. Other than that, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.